heartfelt gratitude to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, who started this moment. Because of him, I learned meditation, and my spiritual journey started in this lifetime in 2004. So from then on, I started seeing astral masters and going to different astral planes. From the day one, I sat in meditation just for a few minutes, not even for 5 minutes. As I was closing my eyes, I saw Shirdi Sai Baba. It was so real, 10 times more real than this physical world. But still, my mind couldn't accept. I was always questioning, why am I seeing all these things? Even if I sit in meditation for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I used to share experiences for about half an hour after coming out from the meditation, that Mahavtar Babaji has come, or Yukteswar Giri, or Paramahamsa Yogananda, or even Buddha. So they used to come to me and they used to take me to different astral realms, which I have never seen or never heard. So initially, I had all these doubts. Why am I seeing all these things? Are they real? So one day, someone was just sharing about their personal experience about astral travel and causal body, supercausal travel, supercausal travel. And immediately, when I sat in meditation, I got the same experience. My astral body went to Egypt pyramid, and then from there, my causal body released. It went to causal worlds, and then supracausal body went to supracausal worlds. I couldn't believe what I was experiencing or what I was going through. It was all completely new to me. So then I had a doubt. Whenever I hear someone else's experiences, I used to get them. So my mind was like, okay, definitely this is not your experience. I am creating all these things. So, and then I had the privilege to meet Patriji. One day, I asked him, actually, I wasn't really sure whether if I can ask him all these questions or not, but he looked into my eyes and he told me, ask questions. And I told him, I don't have any questions. And I don't know, I was a little afraid, and I don't have any questions. Then told me, no, shoot questions. Then I started asking him so many questions, for which he gave all the answers. I asked him the same question. Is it my mind which is creating all these things? Because a lot of us has these questions whenever we start our spiritual journey. So many questions. Then he looked into my eyes for a few seconds, and then he told me, you already have all these experiences in your past lives. And as you hear to other people, you're just reminding. So from then on, I started believing in all those experiences, whatever that is happening to me. And different experiences are coming into my life. Maybe I can say in phases, because, and then later I started getting auto writing messages. Just one day I was sitting in meditation and I started, my fingers started moving, and I got a message that take a pen and a paper and sit down. So as I closed my eyes, taking a pen and paper, I started writing things. Initially, Annamacharya, he gave some messages, and then Mahavtar Babaji, and then Peace Masters, Oneness Masters, they all gave me messages, different messages. Initially, I couldn't even read them because they were very close to Sanskrit. They were in Telugu, but they were in the bookish language, the proper, very close to Sanskrit. So I couldn't even read them. And then some of the messages were in English, so many messages. And then after this phase of auto writing, I got a message that I need to go to UK. And then I spoke with Patriji, because whenever I have any doubt or any question on anything, he's my friend, my guide, my guru, where I go to. So I went to Patri sir and I asked him that, got a message to go to UK. And again, he looked into my eyes and he told me that your work in India is over. You have to move to England. So I moved to UK. After moving to UK in 2011, me and my husband, we moved to UK. In 2012, in the middle of a night, around 3 o'clock, I was feeling a cool breeze on my forehead. So I woke up thinking that my husband might have opened the window. So I thought, let me just close the window. So as I opened my eyes and checked, the window was closed, but I could still feel that cool breeze, and it was just on my forehead. Then I heard this voice: I am Blue Dot Angel. I have come to help you. So even today, I might have shared this experience hundreds of times, but every time I share this, I get goosebumps. It was so profound, it was so real. Because till then, I used to have all these clairvoyance experiences, astral travels, and so many things, but I never heard anyone of the clear audience so clearly. So on that day, I heard this voice, a beautiful voice from the angel, and she started communicating with me from then on, and she started helping me in my work life and in various other things. Then one day, my husband happened to give me a gift. It's a book, Ask Your Guides by Sonia Shekot. Till today, that is the only book that I read on angels, but that has completely transformed me. So every day I used to read one page at a time. And the next day I used to get that particular angel experience, or she used to communicate to me. I have scientific temper. I don't really believe in everything. Every time I do experiments. So I did a lot of experiments that I'm going to share with you all today, so that it will also help you. One of the main reasons why I started sharing all this wisdom is because when we listen to a live master, a live person who has gone through all these experiences, who have personally had all these experiences, then we'll have that belief. Because many of you know me personally. So you'll have that belief, oh, okay, if Prana can communicate with angels, maybe I can also communicate. So that belief will take you more and more closer to the angelic realm. And one of the main reason is Patriji asked me to share this angelic wisdom with everyone. Actually, he asked me to write a book. So I have written all these experiences, and when Patriji came to UK, I've shown him. And then the next day, he was just watching a cricket match. So it's an India-England cricket match that was going on. England was batting very well. So it was seeming as if India may lose. So Patriji called me. Actually, he called my husband, and my husband was there. And he told to my husband, call your angel. And he was like, sir. So he told, call Pranahita. And as soon as I went there, he told, can you ask your angels so that India will win and England will lose? Then jokingly, I told to sir that, sir, I am now a British citizen. I want England to win. So we were just joking, and he was like, no, I want India to win. Ask your angels to uh, win India. So somewhere we were just joking and talking. And then I, somewhere deep down, I felt like this is the first time my Guruji asked something from me. Maybe it may be a joke, or it may be to test me, or it may be, I don't know what exactly it was. But that was the first time my Guruji asked something. Then I requested my angels, angels, please, for whatever the reason that Guruji has asked this today, please, India should win. And immediately within 10 minutes, England's wickets were down, 3 wickets were down, and by the end of the evening, India won. So after that, Patriji told me, you have to share this wisdom with everyone. Then I started going across the world and I started sharing this wisdom. And in a session, if there are like 100 people, at least 80 to 90% uh, of the audience who were attending, they'll experience the angels in the guided meditations or even during the sessions. So this was happening from last few years. So I'm so glad to share the wisdom here again. And thank you so much for Pyramid Valley for inviting me today. So first, let's look at what are angels. So the basics. We'll start from basics. I just wanted to give this introduction because some people these days, what is happening is a lot of them are taking sessions on various topics. So some people, they'll just come, they'll just listen for 5-10 minutes, and then they'll be dropping. So I just wanted to share why I am sharing angelic wisdom. People may think that, okay, I may just read it on internet, or I can just listen on YouTube, or there are like so much material if you type it on internet. But the main reason I'm sharing is when you listen to personal experiences, you get that belief, and that belief will take you more and more closer to the angelic realm. And after listening to my session, hundreds, not only hundreds, thousands of people got amazing experiences. So I'll just share a few of the experiences of people who listen to these sessions. So we'll start from the basics. What is an angel, or who are angels? As per actually, there are so many definitions, but we'll just go as per the Wikipedia. An angel is a supernatural being, a celestial intermediary between God and humanity. And angel, so many religions believe in angels. Some or the other where in their holy texts, they talk about angels. In Judaism, in Christianity, in Islam, Zoroastrianism, and even in Sikhism, Neoplatonism, and the Kabbalah tradition, they also believe. Even Theosophy, sorry, Theosophists also believe in angels. So, in most of the holy texts, it has been written. And Theosophists also believe that there are some nature spirits, fairies, elementals. Elementals are like genomes or undines or sylphs, salamanders. There are different types. But they say that they have a different evolution. Like we human beings, we have a different evolution from mineral kingdom to plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and then human kingdom. So even in the human kingdom, we evolve by taking so many births, by taking so many learnings. One life as king, as a beggar, as a woman, as a man, as a poor, as rich. So we take so many experiences and we grow, we evolve. In the same way, the angels also evolve by taking different roles and responsibilities. So the archangels are the highest order. So after the angels evolve, they become archangels, or the archangels are the highest order. So how do they evolve? So we have so many experiences, we learn things, we take wisdom, but the main responsibility, main duty of an angel is to protect and guide the human kingdom. So a lot of people ask, even I had this question, that do we really need to ask help from angels? Because a lot of people, they say, even for small things like parking spaces, or even to buy discounted clothes, or to get a good place in a busy restaurant, for all these things we can invite angels. Initially I had this doubt, is it not really silly to invite angels for all these small or petty things in life? But as I spoke with many different masters who communicate with angels, as I read more and more, then I understood that the main responsibility or duty of an angel is to help and guide the human kingdom. As they help and guide, they evolve. For example, uh, in a corporate office, there are different layers, different levels, different departments. So different people do different jobs. And once they are doing their job perfectly, they'll get promoted to the next level. In the same way, angels are also having different departments, different roles, and different responsibilities. For example, one angel is looking after the parking spaces. So if that angel looks after for a certain number of years or for a certain number of parking spaces, and if the people acknowledge them, and if people are happy with whatever the work that has been done by the angel, then the angel will be promoted to the next department or next role. So it is like a mutual help. They are helping us, and in turn they are learning and they are evolving, and we are taking their help, and we are becoming happy in our lives, so that we are also evolving in our own way. They are evolving in their own way. So how do they look? For many people, in their imagination, visualization, or during their meditations or in dreams, they see angels in the form of light, in the form of colors, or they'll just get this sense that, okay, some angel is with me. And for some people, they actually see someone with wings, or for example, if it is Archangel Michael, a lot of people, they say that they see someone very strong, like a warrior, holding a sword. For Gabriel, they say that so beautiful and loving energies, an orange color. So there are like different colors and different traits that they say, but a lot of people, they told this, that they see angels in white color with wings. That is how, even from the ancient times, from even 1200s, if you see the art, or even in some churches or temples, or the olden art, ancient arts, the angels are depicted with wings. Even in Hindu temples, we see them, but they may not use the word angel. They use the word Devaduta or some other words. So how do we know that it is a signal from angel? Because most of us, we might be getting those signals, but we may not know that they are from the angelic worlds. Because angels have, as I mentioned, they have different roles and responsibilities, and they'll be taking care of almost everything that is happening on the earth planet, even the tiniest things or even the big things. So they'll be always guiding and protecting the human kingdom. So we'll know about angel signals. How do they signal us? So one of the most seen phenomena is angel numbers. Thousands and millions of people, they say that they see this angel number. They may not know, but angel numbers are like repeated sequences. Like if you're seeing 111, or suddenly if you switched on your mobile, or you're looking at the time and exactly it is 111 or 1111, that repeated patterns, or 222, 333. It's not just about one time, but if you're seeing it again and again, they're trying to tell you, communicate with you. So what are they trying to tell you? So there could be different meanings if you're seeing the same number again and again. So one is immediately observe what is the thought that you are having just before you saw that number. just be aware of what you were thinking. They may trying to tell you that, yes, that is the right decision. You may go ahead. For example, if you are thinking about changing the career, or if you're thinking about buying a house or moving to some other new place, if you're not able to take a decision, so they'll be able to guide you if it is okay for you, because they work very close with your higher self and they know your purpose of life, so they'll be guiding accordingly. And the other thing is, it may not be the immediate thought, but the thought that you were thinking in that week, or in your you were thinking about what to do next. That could be one of the reasons. And the other thing is, immediately as you observe that number, just type it in the Google, like 111 angel number. Then you will see beautiful meanings. And 90% of the times, it may make sense. I mean, I have experimented. So it's not that I was blindly believing in all these things, but every time I see, I have experimented. And even after sharing it in the groups, I asked them to experiment, and people have come back to me sharing amazing experiences. Like one person in Andhra. So he wanted to um, move into a new job, but he wasn't really sure if he had to move or not. Then he started seeing number 5, like 555 or 5. So he checked in internet saying change is good for you now. 5 says change is good for you now. And he thought, okay, let me change into a new job. So he was thinking about it, but he was procrastinating again and again. And then he started saying 9, 999. 9 means take action immediately. So this is a combination. So 5 is about change is good for you now. As he was procrastinating, again 9 was coming, which was telling him to take action. Then he looked for another job. And even before he got the offer letter, after the interview was finished, the old company where he was working, it was shut down because of some other reasons. So within a day, I mean, in that one day before he got the offer letter, he was completely shattered that that the old company was shut down and he didn't know what was happening. But he told that in that one day, if that angel numbers, if I did not see those angel numbers, I would have completely gone mad. So I didn't know what was happening. Just because I saw those angel numbers and they asked me to take the action, I was at peace. So just after one day, he got the offer letter from the new company and he moved into the new company. So in this way, angels can guide you. Even it happened with me many times when I see these angel numbers 1111 or 555. They clearly communicate. It's so beautiful. You can even experiment when you see those numbers. So it's always about experimenting. I keep telling to everyone, believe whatever other person is saying, but again, experiment. Because once you get your personal experiences, that will be in a complete different level rather than hearing to someone. So whenever you hear any subject, anything, implement it in your life and see the difference. It's not just about listening to someone and gaining all this knowledge, but actually implementing. So that wisdom is very important. So that is about angel numbers. So you can look on internet for different angel numbers. I don't want to go in detail because it's readily available on the internet. So sometimes, as I mentioned, you may just check out your mobile, or even sometimes some advertisement boards, or any sign boards, or even car numbers. Like if you're traveling, or if you're going by bike or car, and suddenly you see the same number, the same number plate on the opposite car, the same 555 or 777, if it is repeating, just start observing the signals. And if you're exactly thinking about something and someone called you and their number ends with 555, so wherever you see these repeated numbers, just start observing them. Once you acknowledge them, the angels will be able to communicate with you more through this way, the angel numbers, because this is the easiest thing. The next thing is angel shapes. So a lot of people, they say that they see angel shapes in the clouds. Of course, nowadays, not many people, not many of us are actually looking at the sky and looking at the beautiful clouds. Maybe we don't have time, or maybe because of the pollution, or maybe because of various things. But if you look at clouds, even they talk to you. In fact, everything in this universe will try to communicate with you. Everything is in this nature. If you are ready to listen, everything will communicate to you. So every moment, they'll be directing you, they'll be guiding and helping you towards your purpose of life, towards that peace and happiness, underlying peace and happiness. So this angel shapes in clouds, or even with the soap bubbles, or tea leaves, or even sometimes when you're just passing by a shop and you saw an angel picture or a statue, or any ads or TV ads, or even sometimes the angel word. I mean, it's not about randomly every time you're seeing them. It's not about that exactly when you're having some question or something, or if you're about to take a decision but you're not very sure. When you feel alone, when you need some upliftment, these things may happen, my dear friends. So the angel word from someone, or in the radio or TV or in a song, or suddenly you open a book and you see the angel word or an angel picture. And even the other signal is about seeing rainbows, a real rainbow. Of course, nowadays it's very rare, but even a picture of a rainbow says that the path that you are going is beautiful. It is a confirmation. If you're not very sure, if you see a rainbow picture randomly, it is not about that you are holding a book, which, I mean, holding your children's books or kids' book, which has a rainbow. It is always there in your bedroom or in your living room, and you are seeing that. No, it's not that. But randomly, it seems as if some synchronicity has happened. Whatever that I was telling till now, it is not about if it is there every time in your bedroom, like if there's a number like 111, or if, for example, if your wife's number ends with 111 and every day you call her like 10 times. So it is not about that, but randomly, some number, someone, or something that happens, which will tell you, and you'll feel that inside once you start observing and acknowledging. And the feathers, thousands of people, they talk about feathers. So whenever they think about angels, whenever they ask for a signal from an angel, just within few hours, minutes, hours, or days, so they see the feather, they come across a feather. It's not like you went to some shop where it's a feathers shop, or you went to some poultry farm and you saw feathers. No, it is not like that, but randomly somewhere you'll see feather. So one person, after listening to my class, he experimented. He asked for the signals from angels, and it seems he saw a feather on his bed. Then it was like, no, maybe it flew from somewhere and it fell on the bed. I want it in such a way that I will strongly believe it. And the next day, it seems the feather was lying on a thread where he puts his towel. So that small, that thin thread, it was balancing there. Then he believed it. So in that way, experiment with whatever that you see. So whenever these symbols are there, for example, the feathers, it is about showing that you are protected. If someone is having any fear about themselves or their family, angels are trying to tell you that yes, you are protected, your family is protected, or it is showing love and support. So there are so many angel signals. For me personally, as I just mentioned, it is about that cool breeze on my forehead. In the same way, many people, they say that the temperature of the body has changed slightly. Like suddenly you get goosebumps if you listen to someone or something happens. And it is about a good feeling, not a bad feeling, my dear friends. Mostly it is about this good feeling. Or sometimes it may be bad feeling. For example, if someone comes to you and offers you to become their partner in their business, and if you get these goosebumps or chills but with the negative feeling, then angels are really warning you better not to become a partner with him. So in that way also they'll warn you. So observe your feeling, observe that temperature change in your body. When you're more and more aware, when you become sensitive, you'll be able to hear the whole universe trying to communicate with us, trying to guide us every moment of our lives. So this chills, warmth, becoming, even sometimes my ear becomes warm. Whenever, even when I'm walking on a road, if my ear becomes warm, I just stop for few seconds and I observe what is the thought, or what is it, what are they trying to communicate to me. And for some people it could be ringing in the ears. Suddenly they feel that. Of course it is not about ringing the ears all the time. If that is happening, then better do more meditation or go to doctor. But if the ringing in the ears, if it happens once in a while, then it is about that other frequency. Because we talk in this frequency, I'm talking and you're listening, or if you talk, I'll be able to listen. We are communicating in this particular frequency. But angels, they are in another frequency. So when they are trying to communicate, we may just hear that ringing in the ear. We may feel like that, but they are trying to communicate something. And of course, for some people, if they have this clear audience abilities, they'll be able to completely clearly hear what the angels are trying to tell you. So, or even flashes of light. Suddenly you are sitting and you are thinking about something, and in your room the light will flicker. You may think that it could be some electric problem, but observe, is there anything important that you are thinking about? Or are you asking guidance from the astral masters, angels, or universe? In that moment, if the light flickers, it could also be a signal. This all has been experimented a lot. Millions of people, not only thousands of people, but millions of people have been experimenting on all these things. And so much material is available on internet. So if you have any doubts, any questions, start experimenting, start observing, or even sometimes meaningful messages. Suddenly you open a book, and exactly on that page, there will be something that you wanted to know from so many days, or you have been waiting for that particular message, and you randomly open that book. Sometimes the book falls from the shelf. So all these things are angel signals, tickling sensations, tingling sensations, as if a baby is touching you very gently, very softly. So many signals, but it's just that you have to be aware. It's not that for everyone all the signals will come. There may be only one or two signals that you may be seeing every day. The angels will be trying to communicate with you in that particular way. For me, it started with this cool breeze, and then the warmth of my ear, and most of the times it is angel numbers. In the same way, for some people, it could be angel shapes or anything, whatever that I have been talking till now, or even they find coins in their way. Anyway, they'll just be finding the coins. That is also a signal. So, with this is just a introduction of what are angels and different angel signals. And also, as I mentioned, archangels are the next higher order. I'll tell you how to invite angels or archangels, because if we go on internet or if we read some books, there will be so many big rituals to invite angels or different things. Of course, you may do all those things, but as meditators, before coming into meditation, even I heard a lot of people going to temples and doing long, long prayers, though I didn't do them personally, but um, reading all those long prayers, which are very complex in Sanskrit and everything. Of course, they all have power. Those words have power, and maybe with those words, people may invite the energies of the god, or they may communicate. Those things may happen. But after coming into meditation, we made it so simple. In our meditation, we'll just invite them, and we'll be able to communicate to them, or at least we'll be able to feel their energies. In the same way, today we are going to invite angels very simply as we invite our friends. I have been doing the same thing, my dear friends, from all these years. And whoever I shared with, they have been doing the same thing. So first, believe it completely. So now we are going to experience the energies of angels. We'll just invite them 3 times. Even you can experiment with by calling them 1 time, but I have been doing the same thing by calling them 3 times. So in this meditation, I'll be inviting the archangels with their names 3 times. And then I'll tell you, for example, if I invite Michael, Michael is for protection, or he gives courage to choose a new career, to go into a new business, or to do a new venture. If you're having any ideas to do anything new, he'll give you that courage. And also he will cut all the unnecessary cords. So one person, she asked me, I think she was asking in Hindi. So every time we do meditation and everything, to go to that Ishwar Prapti. So instead of asking for all these things, so the same way, even I had this doubt. Then in my experiments and everything, so I understood. I'll just share this small story, which I usually share in my sessions. So for example, someone keep asking, do we need to really keep any intention, the sankalpa? Because a lot of uh, masters, they do this guided meditations, or putting with some intention about health or anything, any intention. But in our Vedas or in the ancient texts, most of the places, they say just do meditation or just think about that God. And finally, we just have to, the layam is like going back to the godhood, or going back and going and completely merging with the God. That is what is required. So do we really have to have all these intentions? We have come onto this planet Earth to experience all these things, to experience the sadness, to experience the, if you are born as a poor person, then you have to experience it. Some people say this, and some people say the whole of this new age spirituality, law of attraction, change your life. How much ever poor you are, it is about your subconscious mind, it is about your thoughts. You can change your reality, you can create whatever you want. You are the creator, you are the God, and all these things, they are all exactly opposite. So, as per, I mean, this is my understanding that I would like to share with you all. So, if you take Ramana Maharshi, Ramana Maharshi is a great spiritual master. He had all the powers. So, even the prime ministers, they used to go to them for advice. But what happened to Ramana Maharshi? He got cancer in his body, but he was in an observer state. He thought the cancer is for my body, not for me. He was in that higher state. So he could observe the cancer in his body, and he did not fall into that. He did not fall into that emotions and feeling bad and all these things. He was just in that observer mode, though his body had cancer. He had all the powers to heal them, but he did not heal. He was in that state. So if we are all in that high state, whatever that is happening in our lives, if we are in that state, complete surrender, complete acceptance, then you don't need any intentions, any sankalpa or any ancient help or anything, absolutely anything. You can just go like that. Because for some people, for example, one lady is there. She's having so many challenges with her mother-in-law. She really want to come out of it, and she's feeling so uncomfortable. So many challenges with husband and mother-in-law, and she couldn't meditate, and everything is happening. And exactly the one more lady is there. She's also having challenges, but she thinks that her mother-in-law is like my mother. So whatever that is happening to me, it is for my growth, and she's in complete acceptance. She treats her so nicely, everything. So in that way, she leads her life. So, but the other person, if she's really feeling uncomfortable, always every moment of the day, she's feeling suffocated, she's not happy, then in that case, ask for help, because everything is in paradox. If we learn about Seth wisdom, if we look at Seth wisdom, there is karma and there is no karma. We can grow beyond karma. So whatever that feels connected to you at any moment of your life, if you feel like connecting to angels, if you feel like asking help from astral masters, then do that. And in at moments, if you don't want to do anything, if you really want to accept and go through something, go through whatever that is coming from inside you, trust that. So that's why I tell to everyone, if you are in that state of acceptance, high state of acceptance, that is a beautiful state. Whatever that happens to you, accept and move on. Or even you can go beyond that, beyond the karma, and completely change it, because you are the creator. You can create your own reality. Whatever that happens around you, you can change it. So anything, you can choose anything, either this or that. Life is all a game. So you can play however you want. So that is the answer to her question. And the other question, even I wanted to share this so that it will be helpful for everyone. Um, a lot of people, they think that angels are related to some religion, some Christianity. Christians talk about it and they invite angels. And some people think that, okay, in Hinduism, we have so many gods. Why not invite our gods? Why should we invite their angels? It is nothing like their angels, our gods, nothing. Absolutely, we are all one. So I'll share this from my personal experience. So maybe tomorrow I'll share some of my experiences, how I connected to angels and what I did. So after connecting to the angels, one day they guided me to go to this college, London College of Psychics. So in the London College of Psychics, I did a course on angels and astral masters, angels and ascended masters. So one day, um, every time we invite one angel and we'll do meditation, the teacher will be doing a guided meditation. But on that particular day, she told, immediately after coming into the class, she told, okay, today we are going to invite Lord Ganesha. So I was like, okay, I've been listening about Lord Ganesha from my childhood. And she started explaining about Ganesha. Ganesha is a Hindu god who helps and guides to remove the obstacles. Exactly, that is what we do, my dear friends. So every time we start something, we invite Lord Ganesha. But are we really inviting him? We invite a priest or pujari who is a middleman, and he does some mantras, some prayers to invoke Lord Ganesha. And completely we are dependent on that middle person. So on that day when my teacher was explaining about Lord Ganesha, I know everything about Lord Ganesha from my childhood. But it's just that we don't directly invite them, invoke them. But on that day, she guided us into inviting him, inviting his energies, and we worked with that. So, in the same way, my dear friends, it's not about some gods and some angels and everything. They're all in a different frequency. We are all here, we are in a different frequency. That is why we are able to see each other, talk with each other. In the same way, all the gods, angels, they are on different frequencies. Exactly, something like maybe BBC channel is for angels, like particular frequency. Another channel, National Geographic channel, another frequency for Ganesha, another frequency for Mata Lakshmi or Jagan Mata or Lord Shiva. Different frequencies, different higher frequencies. So you can work with everyone or anyone. You can invite anyone in your meditations, and do not rely on any middle persons. Do not become dependent on anyone. So this is what I wanted to share with everyone, whoever it may be. In your meditation, connect with them. Have the trust and belief. So you will be able to connect with them. That's all, my dear friends.
Karthikeyan sir, how did you feel about the session today?
Thank you, Pranahita. It was brilliant.
Thank you, sir.
Very, very interesting presentation. I learned a lot about angels. The meditation was also superb. I may ask a few short questions because I have to leave now. I just want to know whether you are born in a family of spiritual practices, you had this inclination towards spirituality from childhood, or only when this angel appeared or when you got in touch with Patriji?
Sure, sir. My father, he used to pray to God. I mean, sometimes just in the morning after he baths, he just used to pray to God for a couple of minutes. Do it. But again, when we come to Seth wisdom, we can grow beyond karma, and we can put.
You see, I was talking to one of my friends.
And we can change our life. So every master, they have their own experiences on this planet, or they want to show something to the people around them. Maybe at that time he wants to show to the people that suffering
is for the body, not for him.
Exactly, could be. Yeah.
But I tell you, Pranita, you are brilliant. You are really brilliant.
Okay.
You are really great. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all so much.